What has it been like for you guys watching the war end the way that it's ending?
The military leadership, the advisors of the president are cowards. Cowards, straight scared to tell him no. You can't tell me that you're gonna leave American lives, allies, to fend for themselves.
Vile and disgusting post put out by Kamala Harris, trying to incite those that don't follow the truth that President Trump was in Arlington as a political stunt. Shows you how much you know about the 13 families.
All right, we back with another one. I don't know if you're aware, but it was a time when the Biden administration had to pull out of Afghanistan, and there were 13 soldiers. We had 13 fallen soldiers and plenty other catastrophes that took place at that time. Right now, we're about to react to 8 families out of the 13, where Kamala Harris tried to spin a story on how Trump visited them for political gains. They are speaking out against it. They are not happy with the result, and they're just going to expose the truth. You understand? So with that being said, make sure you sit back and react with your boy. Don't forget, if you like reactions like this, consider hitting that like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell. Another thing I got to say, I like to give a moment of silence to all the fallen soldiers. Rest in peace to anyone who has a loved one that was currently serving and are no longer here with us. For those who are currently serving, listen, I salute you and I respect everything you're doing for this country. May God bless you. Sit back and react. Let me stop wasting your time. Let's go, baby.
This is Mark Schmitz, Gold Star father of Marine Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz. Here we are on a beautiful holiday weekend day. I got to stop what I'm doing, spending time with what's left of my family, to address a heinous, vile, and disgusting post put out by Kamala Harris.
All right, let's read what this says. As Vice President, I have had the privilege of visiting Arlington National Cemetery several times. It is a solemn place, a place where we come together to honor American heroes who have made the ultimate sacrifice in service of this nation. It is not a place for politics. And yet, as we reported this week, Donald Trump's team chose to film a video there, resulting in an altercation with the cemetery staff. Let me be clear, the former president disrespected sacred ground, all for the sake of a political stunt. Now, mind you, they are speaking out. Let them continue.
Trying to incite those that don't follow the truth that President Trump was in Arlington as a political stunt. Shows you how much you know about the 13 families. We invited him to be there. Groundwork was put into place by Congressman Ice's office to make sure we followed protocol. Why did we want Trump there? It wasn't to help his political campaign. We wanted a leader. That explains why you and Joe didn't get a call. Imagine for a second that your kid is killed, and there's a president of the United States willing to take you under his wing and listen to you. That's what we found in President Trump. Certainly not you, and certainly not Joe Biden. You have 13 families who have been waiting over 3 years to so much as get a phone call, to so much as hear our kids' names said aloud in the halls of Congress, at a State of the Union, hell, anything. The irony behind your post, that you give a rat's ass about our military or our veterans, Jared's brothers and sisters in arms, the rest of the 12, their brothers and sisters in arms, is an outright lie. We're living proof of that. You're despicable. You have zero business running this country. And I pray to God, Americans, wake the hell up and get your ass out of office. You have spit in our face for the last fucking time.
He mean what he said, and he said what he mean. I could feel the pain and the passion, you understand?
Kamala, your statement is nothing more than a political spin to help you look better in your presidential campaign against Donald Trump. You have never walked a single day in our shoes. Our kids were murdered because of your administration, and you are partly to blame for that as well.
I could tell she clearly reading something. I'm not taking that away from her, but I could tell she really had to put it together so that she doesn't leave anything out. There's a difference as being coerced what to say. The father that just spoke previously, he spoke straight from the heart. No, he didn't write anything down. He's letting you know how he feel. He's not playing. Her right here, she's not playing either. She's making sure she don't leave anything out.
What happened at Arlington was President Trump was invited by those families who have their soldiers buried at Arlington. They were invited there as a friend, as somebody who has taken the time numerous times on numerous occasions to hear our stories, to speak our kids' names, and to help us get some accountability from your administration, because in over 3 years, we have gotten nothing but more and more lies. Just like your statement, more and more spun lies and cover-ups to make you and your administration look good. But there is one thing that you said in your statement that was true. No one should be running for president if they cannot honor military members, their families, as well as veterans. So I guess that means that you should step down, Kamala.
Another thing that I have to mention, you're not going to see this on major news network, on major media. You're not going to see this. You're either going to have to go to YouTube, TikTok, unfortunately, or you're going to have to go on Rumble or Truth Social. But either way, you're not going to get this on regular TV. They're not going to show you this.
My name is Coral Dulero. I am Corporal Humberto Sanchez's mother. This is my statement of what happened on August 26, 2024. My son is not buried in Arlington, but I really feel like when President Trump went and paid tribute and paid his respect in Arlington for our kids, it was not just the ones buried in there. It was for all of our kids, and it was an invitation that the families actually extend to him, and it's not the first time that he actually meet with us and share time and with our families. After 3 years until now, Kamala Harris and President Biden didn't even say their 13 names. They called the withdrawal in Afghanistan a success, and for us it was just sadness and a disgrace. They are the responsible persons of murdering our kids. And until these days, they did not give us a meeting. They did not accept to meet with us and give us an explanation of what happened. Being him the commander-in-chief, he definitely left our kids behind and just to fill the agenda of his prior commitments. I invite Kamala Harris and Joe Biden to accept the meeting with us and meet with us and explain us what was the whole deal behind the withdrawal in Afghanistan. I think that as a parents, we deserve a explanation and we deserve the truth of what happened with our kids that day.
Vice President Harris, my name is Steve Nakui. I'm the father of Lance Corporal Kareem M. Nakui. And your administration killed my son. Deliberately in exchange for political theatrics so you could have a final day of the evacuation coincide with September 11th. ignoring the advice of your generals, the Doha Agreement, and countless other veterans and members of Congress, denying the safety of the Afghans and the servicemen and women.
It seems like because they take an oath, they're not allowed to come out and talk and speak out against it until they either retired. But I would think they would go through some type of scrutiny if they're currently serving and they trying to come out and expose the administration.
Choice to play politics in 2021. 170 Afghans, 13 U.S. service members, and wounded 45 of our service members, as well as countless Afghans. You are not at Dover for the dignified transfer. At no time have you reached out to me to offer your condolences, to offer thank you for Kareem's sacrifice and service. Not once have you honored him by saying his name, so I said it for you. You have disparaged all 13 who have lost their lives as well as their families, exhibiting your lack of gratitude by your silence. I agree with you on one thing, that a person like you should never and will never stand behind the seal of presidency. You are a DEI vice president, and contrary to our kids, the worst that America has to offer. I will pray for you, that God has mercy on your soul.
Vice President Harris, my name is Christy Shamblin. My daughter-in-law, Sergeant Nicole Leanne G., was killed in the Afghanistan exit at Abbey Gate on August 26, 2021. This year, for the 3rd year anniversary of her murder, we welcome President Donald J. Trump to Arlington to lay a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier with our family and to visit Nicole graveside. President Trump and his team were respectful. They listened to our stories and didn't talk much at all. We welcomed them that day and they were comfort to our family. Vice President Harris, I ask you, why won't you return a call and explain to us how you call my daughter-in-law's death a success? Vice President Harris, why will you not express your condolences yourself? Why have we never heard from you? And finally, why would you take a day where we celebrated the death of our loved one and use it to disparage not only them, but us? President Trump has called. President Trump shows up.
I'm not gonna lie, man. She gave me some chills right there. I feel the passion. I feel the energy. I can feel it, man. I see they going through it.
And President Trump takes the time to hear our loved ones' stories. Why won't you do the same?
Why won't you do the same? It's a damn shame. I don't know what's going on, but listen, that current administration, I see what they be doing now. You guys should see the same thing too. It seems like they put a spin on everything. They either try to come out on top or put the opponent on the bottom. Either way, they're always trying to spin it. And that's not a good look. Hopefully people are seeing this for themselves, and with your word and my word, we'll pass the message around and people will hopefully wake up and see what's going on. Make sure you go in the comments, run it up, flood it up. Also, if you want to see the rest of this video, I will put the link in my description so you can see it for its entirety, all right? With that being said, don't forget, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell. If you have any suggestions, you can go ahead on Twitter or definitely go on my Instagram and leave me a message with the link or whatever it is you're trying to have me react to. See you in the next one.